Hi everyone, my name is Oladimi. That's for those who don't know me. I'm a designer and podcaster living in Ibadan, Nigeria. Now, as a designer, as a content creator, I create content for YouTube, Instagram, and a few other places, and also create a podcast. And for my daily work, I work as a designer. And while doing all these, there are a few tech items that I use to achieve all my daily tasks, to make videos, to do everything I do as a creative. And I've decided to share a couple of these things with you. Now, these are things that I've accumulated over the space of 3 years since I started doing this, doing whatever it is I'm doing actively on the internet. And as much as all these things are, tech items, they are things that I can't really do without, because they help me get my job done, and they also help me in making money, which is really necessary. So I'm sharing these things with you, and I'll be breaking this particular video down into 3 parts. Number 1 is the ones I use for work as a designer. Number 2 is the one I use for content creation, and then the third one are honorable mentions that I really can't do without. So if you're looking to understand more about the tech items I use, then definitely stick around to the end of the video. Also, there will be links in the description for you to sort of know where I got these items from, and if they're no longer available at these places, I can provide alternative links for you to find them if you really want to get them. So yeah, that's about it, guys, and enjoy the video. As a creative and as a designer, one of the most important tech items I use for work and everyday things is my laptop. And the laptop I use is the HP ZBOOK 14U. It's a 14-inch laptop, and it has basically everything I need for a laptop. You can check the link in the description for all the details about this laptop. For the laptop, I basically do everything on the design, use Photoshop, Illustrator. Occasionally I use Premiere Pro and a few other things I require for work. Now, alongside the laptop is the monitor I use, and it's a monitor from Philips. I really don't know the exact name or the specifications because I bought it secondhand from GG, and it works great. Coupled with the laptop, the video, the picture quality is great. I love the way it looks, and it's a 27-inch monitor. The keyboard and mouse I use is from INPHIC, and it's a wireless rechargeable mouse and keyboard. They work together with the dongle, and it works really well. They are silent keys, they are small, and they really get the job done. I can just unplug them, take them onto the couch, and still be able to work from a distance, and they really work fine. One of the main reasons why I actually purchased this particular color was because it fits the setup, and it looks very similar to the color of my laptop. Fun fact, this particular keyboard and mouse, they really work well, and the fact that they're rechargeable, you don't need to worry about batteries, makes it really, really amazing. And that's about it for the tech items I use for work. Now, onto the ones I use for content creation. I also use the laptop for content creation. I use Premiere Pro for video editing. I use Audacity on it for recording audio, After Effects, and a few other things. Now, the most important item I use for content creation is my smartphone. And the smartphone I use is a Google Pixel 2. This is one really underrated smartphone that I think people should still be able to use even in 2021. It is great. The camera is top notch. The performance is mind-blowing, and it is perfect for an everyday carry. I really can't do without my phone. So for content creation, I use Canva a lot on my smartphone. I use it to document my ideas on Google Keep, and a whole lot more other things that this particular smartphone does for me. Before now, I used to use the Google Pixel 2, and I lost it at some point, and I was just compelled to get another Pixel device because it's just great having that stock Android on a particular phone. And the no-brainer camera is one of the reasons why I stick with this phone. For those who might be, looking to buy a Google Pixel phone for now, I would really advise you to go for something a little bit higher than the Google Pixel 2. Although it is still of a great value to anyone who wants to use it, but I'll just tell you, the Google Pixel is really amazing. If you're an iPhone person, no problem. Just let me know in the comments, which one are you for, iPhone or Google Pixel? I really love to know. So yeah, on to the next one. What I use for content creation. Now, talking about audio, I use my microphone, which is the BM800 This particular model, it's just BM drain. There is no particular manufacturer. I didn't see anything on the body, and it was purchased from Jumia. It is amazing. I've been using it for more than 3 years now, and the sound quality is really good. That's what I'm actually recording on right now, and as you can see, it sounds really great. Now, to make the audio quality a lot better, I had to get the sound card made by BEHRINGER, and this is the BEHRINGER U-PHORIA UM22. It's 2 inputs. 2 microphones can go in and you can record audio simultaneously. This is what I use to record podcast episodes with friends and with other persons I interview. I use the microphone and the sound card majorly for audio, and the audio quality is always great. I also purchased this off Jumia, and you can check the link in the description to see if it's still available for purchase. With the sound card and with the microphone that I use, I also use a really kick-ass headphones, and it is made by PORODO. It's a PORODO sound core. This particular one was gotten from Konga, and it is mind-blowing. The sounds are really, really crisp. They produce the best kind of sound I've actually seen on any headphones. Although I haven't tried too many, I'm not a tech reviewer, but these particular ones really work well. Before, I used to use the ORAIMO Studio, and as great as they sound, this actually sounded a whole lot better. This is what I use for everything, listening to music, recording videos, editing videos, for podcasts. I use this all the time, and I really recommend it to anyone who wants to own a really great set of headphones at a very low cost. So now, coming to the most important part of this particular video, I'm very sure many people will be wondering, what camera do I shoot on and what lights do I use? So I use the Sony a5000 with a 50mm prime lens. That's the combination of what I use right now. That's what I'm filming on currently. Although the 50mm lens on the Sony a5000 is not really a great combination, because I really don't have access to autofocus for video, and that might be a little bit of an hassle, but it still produces really great video quality. I love it so much. In the future, I'm still planning to upgrade and get compatible lenses for this particular camera. Actually, the reason why I got this camera was because it is a great camera with a lot of features, even in a small body. It allows you to record as long as you want. That's if you can crack it using the Open Memories application that I found on YouTube. And I really don't have much to say about this camera, except to say that it is great for my own for what I do as a content creator, and it really helps me get things done. I recently just got it, and I got it from GG at a very, very ridiculously cheap price. So you can just go through GG and search for the Sony a5000, and you can see the different options on there. For those who probably want to buy, I think I may recommend this camera to you, but if you're looking to get something a little bit better, you can go for the newer version or the upgrade to this, which is the A6000 or the A61000, which has 4K video quality. That is one of the ones I'm planning to buy really soon. So if you support me and you probably will send me money, maybe I can buy this. And that aside, it is a really great camera that I've been really enjoying since I made the purchase. So moving on to the ones that I use every day, these are things that I sort of can't live without. And the first one is the Google Home Mini. The Google Home Mini is great as a virtual assistant. Well, that's what I call it, because that's why I used to schedule a lot of things, turn on different things within my space, and basically do many things that the Google Assistant allows you to do. Now, the newer versions or the Google Nest Hub might be a better version and better alternative for those who are trying to get into this space right now. But I still think the Google Mini is great, and it still works perfect even for a really old piece of tech. Next up is one thing I can't do without, and that's listening to really high quality audio. And currently I use the ORAIMO FreePods 2. I purchased this right after it was released, and the current version I have is the 2BABA edition. It is awesome. Like, I really love it. The audio quality sounds great, and the fact that you can have, alternative to AirPods and still be able to get really high quality audio, yeah, it's something I really don't joke with. So I use the ORAIMO FreePods 2, and it's been working for me ever since. Next up is this smartwatch that I have in my wrist, or my wrist rather. It is the HAYLOU LSO2, I think that's the name, HAYLOU solar, and it's also really great. Like, I just love all these different things. They're not really that expensive, and they really make my life a whole lot less complicated. Whenever I'm going for runs, this is what I use for everyday things, and it gets the job done. Next up is my phone stand. Also purchased this from Jumia. And finally is this really beastly looking power bank that is made by BASEUS. I'm not sure that's the exact pronunciation, but it's made by BASEUS, and it's a 30 milliamp hour battery. Power bank, not battery, power bank, and it works really fine. It has USB-C inputs and outputs, and it has more than 4 different inputs and outputs for a power bank. It also charges my laptop, that's surprisingly, via USB-C, and it works really well. And these are the tech items that I use as a designer and podcaster, also a content creator, and these are the things that really make my work, whichever way it is, for my audience, for my work as a designer, and the other things I do. Now, there are some I didn't mention in this video, and that's because I'm saving them for when I do a full desk store and a workspace review. So for many persons who have been asking, that video will be dropping really soon, so keep your eye out for that. So thank you guys so much for watching my videos. Thank you for watching this particular video. Thank you for always supporting my content and my work. It means a lot to me, and stay safe and creative. Peace.